South Korea has not responded inadequately to COVID-19. About 8,086 people in South Korea are infected, according to Channel News Asia, published in March 14th, which is today. For my framework, if South Korea responded inadequately to COVID-19, then the government should win. But if South Korea responded adequately to COVID-19, then the opposition should win. My first main point is visitors, and my second main point is bad effects. First, I'll talk about my first main point, visitors. South Korea has let thousands and thousands of Chinese people come in, and other tourists that are, even though they didn't come from Chinese, they might have the coronavirus. Yeah, so this is dangerous because they might have the COVID-19. But even though the citizen says to stop letting in tourists from other countries, the government doesn't care. According to Reuters, the Blue House didn't respond to the petition to stop letting Chinese people to come in. Its spokesman said only that issue should be handled in the discussion with the WHO, which is also called World Health Organization. The research proved that South Korea doesn't care even COVID-19 because they didn't even want to handle COVID-19. And this resulted in spreading COVID-19 to South Korea, and 8,086 people are infected. Countries that block Chinese people doesn't have a lot of infections, and many people have been cured because there are not enough, because that country doesn't have that serious spreading. But this is not the only main point that supports the motion. My second main point is bad effects. Because of the inadequate response to the COVID-19, there are a lot of bad effects happening in the modern world. First, I'll talk about economic effects. There are a lot of businesses that are failing. For example, movie theaters, convenient market, or etc. People doesn't go to there because people think that it is crowded and someone might be infected and spread to everyone. And so because of this inadequate response to the COVID-19, the people are getting many harms because of the government that didn't care. Second, I'll talk about health effects. Many people have died because of this. South Korea didn't care about COVID-19, which caused people to cough, get scared of dying, or etc. So South Korea didn't care about COVID-19 and led tourists in bad effects. This also decreased the South Korea's image because, for example, USA doesn't like the Korean movie Parasite because it is from Korea, and USA is starting to discriminate Korean people. So if people get bad effects because of Korean government letting Chinese people or other tourists in, then this can cause South Korea's image to get more lower and decrease the economy and the health of people. In conclusion, I supported my main point. This House believes that the government of South Korea has responded inadequately to COVID-19 because of two main points: visitors and bad effects. For visitors, South Korea let thousands and thousands of Chinese people come in. And this is dangerous because they might have the COVID-19, and even though the citizen says to stop, the government of South Korea didn't care. Also, for bad effects, because of the inadequate response of COVID-19, there are South Korea's image decreasing, which will also decrease the economy, and there are businesses that are failing, and this also decreased the health because many people are getting harmed and getting spreaded because of the COVID-19. So this is why I supported the motion today. This House believes that the government of South Korea has responded inadequately to COVID-19. I urge the judge to vote for the government side. Thank you for listening.